Hi guys, come on in. Welcome back to Simply Charlease, where new crafters love to hang out. We're gonna go back to a creation we did some time ago, this simple rose. Remember that? And this is truly melt and pour, because all you have to do is melt your soap base and pour it in the mold. It's beautiful. But I want to try to do something a little bit different. So I did a test soap, and this is what I came up with. You know how some roses have different variations of color on the leaves? On the petals. That's what I was going for. So we got a little white and then the pink. And of course I added some glitter. Yeah, what do you think? All right, guys, if you want to make this one, hold on. I'll be back. We're going to be using some shea butter. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to make another pink rose, pink and white rose. So I'm going to be adding some red color to that, because I've told you that if you add red to shea butter, it will give you pink, okay? I'm going to use Baby Rose as my fragrance oil. And of course we need our something to stir with, something to measure our fragrance oil. We want to keep tabs on our temperature. We're going to have our alcohol to pop the bubbles. And I say this over and over, guys, because you never know if it's somebody's first time. Vessels to melt the soap base in. Okay, it's going to be pure shea butter. I'm not going to be using any clear glycerin this time. And I only need for the little variation, the little white variation, I just need a teeny tiny bit of, this is too much actually, but I'm going to melt this much for the little variation on the petals. And this mold holds about 2.5 ounces of soap. And so I'm gonna use 2.5 ounces of soap. And I've already used this vessel on my test. That's why it looks like that. So I have 2.5 ounces of soap, which I'm gonna chop up into little pieces so that it'll melt that much faster. And we'll get started, okay? The first thing that we're gonna have to do is to pour the white, all right? So I'm gonna cut this little piece up and put it in the microwave, and we'll do that part. I'll be back. Okay, I've got that little piece of shea butter soap base melted, and because it's such a little bit, I'm not even gonna bother to add any fragrance oil to it because it's gonna set up real fast as it is. Can you see that? Okay, and all we wanna do is just kind of drizzle the soap into some of those nooks and crannies. You don't even want to get it into all of them, just some of them, just to give a little variation of color, and that should be enough. All right, now we're just going to let that set. Can you see that? You can actually, I don't want to move it, but you can see the pink of the mold coming through. You just want to put a little drizzle to make the variation, all right? I'm gonna let this set and I'll be back. Now we want to get the base of the soap ready. So that 2.5 ounces, hold on up. That 2.5 ounces of soap, I'm gonna chop that up and put it in the vessel to melt. Okay. And by the time I get it melted, the white that we poured will already be set, okay? I'll be back. Okay, we got the shea butter melted. Now we're gonna add some color. We wanna try to get that pretty pink. Let's see, stir that up and see what kind of pink we got. And I like that deep, almost, I want to call it rose, rosy pink. Yeah, that's good. That's close to what the other one was. All right. Okay. Let's check the temperature to make sure that it's okay to put some fragrance oil in here. Oh yeah, we got to move fast. This stuff cools. When you're working with small amounts, remember, you have to move fast. And I'm only going to put like maybe a fourth of a teaspoon, if not, maybe not even that much. All right, let's stir this in real quick. And the fragrance oil, I've heard it said that it helps to speed up the process of the soap setting. So once you put that fragrance oil in there, you got to be ready to move. Okay, so all right, you see we got our white in there. I'm gonna spray some alcohol to make sure that the two soaps meld together well. And we're just gonna pour the pink on top. All right, and that was a pretty good 2.5 ounces was the right amount. Let's get rid of those bubbles. All right, guys, and that's it. We just have to let this set, and then we'll see what we got. But because you already know what it's gonna look like, I'm just gonna close out now, and I'll show you at the end. Okay, we're gonna say bye. This is all I have for you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with your girl again today. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Guys, after I turned off the camera, I was pouring my leftover soap into a cavity so that I could save it and use it for something else. And I saw that it was kind of variegated. So I thought, what would happen if I tried to pour the pink and the white sort of at the same time? I wonder if I could get some sort of a variation there. So I'm going to try that, you know, and we'll see if anything happens. I'm just going to pour and see what comes of it. Nothing, maybe. And then again, maybe something. Okay. Hey, we will try something, won't we? All right, let's just spray that and just see. Well, I see a little crevice there. That's already set, so okay. Okay, let's see if that does anything that we can use. This time for real. See you next time. Bye, guys.